Testing, testing. Let's get into it. Y'all had a great weekend. Let's look at the scans first. So starting off with the micro scans, we have RPGL, FTEL, SOPA, MASK, INDP up here. And these are things that have made it to $1 million, or not $1 million, 1 million shares traded, and have a and are micro caps, so very, very small caps. All right, and then for our non-micros, we have ANL, we have DBRG, SIDU, DTCK. So the first thing we're going to do is look at why these are up and if they have a reason. If they do, we'll deep dive into them. Let's go ahead and start micros. So RPGL, not seeing any catalysts on that one. FTEL, no catalyst on that one. SOPA does have some type of catalyst today. SOPA. See what that's talking about. See, FTEL, MASK, no catalyst on today. And then INDP had catalyst on today. What does it say? Enters a $6 million securities purchase agreement with investor David E. Lazar. So that's just one investor. I mean, that's probably why it's down right now. Did a round trip. Nothing interesting there. All right, so the only micro float that I see right now is SOPA. We need to see why that's up. Let's go to the non-micros and we'll start with ANL. ANL looks like it closed on Friday at 155, jumped all the way up here to 309 and has been grinding down a little bit. Looks like it does have some type of catalyst. All right, so we will put that on and see, we'll deep dive on that. DBRG, Digital Bridge something. Digital Bridge shares gain on report potential acquisition by SoftBank. So SoftBank may be purchasing them. And I usually stay away from acquisitions like DBRG. So it's got a catalyst, but it's an acquisition. I'm gonna need to notate that though. I'm gonna add it over here on watch and I'll notate that. SIDU, no catalyst. DTCK, Nvidia down. ATPC and XTKG. All right, so we got our three right here. ANL, SOPA, and DBRG, and let's go ahead and do some documentation on those. Jump over here to start with ANL because it has the most volume. ANL is out of the Cayman Islands. It's a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company engaging in the research and development of pharmaceutical products. Its lead product is AN2025. This looks like cancer, metastatic head and neck squamous cell sarcomas. Um, carcinomas. Just say I don't know what I just said. Carcinomas. The company is also developing AN0025, a small molecule E receptor, blah blah blah. So it's all tumor related, cell cancer related. So cancer drug there. Good morning, Hebrew. So the three that we have on watch with Catalyst is ANL, SOPA, and DBRG, and we'll be looking out for others. But we're doing looking into ANL right now. This one is out of the Cayman Islands and has a whole bunch of cancer, tumor, metastatic cancer keywords on it. And we'll look a little bit deeper into what that catalyst is. So let me take this here. All right, so cancer. They do have a phase 3 clinical trial, meaning the end of their clinical trial there. Let's go see. It has 23 employees. 123 employees. Not just a small company. We got Grand Cayman Islands. All right, let's go and see about that float. I don't think this one is a micro float. All right, so the float is 66.71 million with shares outstanding of 31. So it's got a bigger float than it does shares outstanding. And with it being in the Cayman Islands, it doesn't have a whole lot of room for mistakes. Because Cayman Islands, a lot of money disappears in the Cayman Islands. As far as insiders and institutions, way more insiders than institutions. I guess they just are like, nah, we good. Nah, bro, we good. So it does have the cancer keyword, but above that, I'm gonna have to put the red flags for a mismatch, data mismatch on this one. For that float. Let's notate it there. Activate. All right, so here are my okay. There are my notes right there. So the red flags that I saw was the data mismatch of the float and the outstanding shares. Has a cancer keyword, way less institutions than insiders. Shares outstanding, 31. The float is actually 66 out of Cayman Islands. So yeah, got some red flags on ANL. Let's go jump to SOPA, which was a micro float. And let's see why it's moving. All right, so on SOPA, we have Social Pass Incorporated acquires and operates fintech and e-commerce platforms and mobile applications for consumers and merchants in Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines, Singapore, and United States, Thailand, and Malaysia. It operates through online grocery and food and grocery delivery, digital marketing, online ticketing, and reservation. Okay, so it's got a bunch of like food type deals, fashion, beauty, personal supply. All right, and then it's based out of Singapore. Go ahead and notate that. All right. First thing we notice is that they're calling me way too early for me to. So anyway, I do. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. keywords. So keywords, personal care. I mean, it's not any really standout keywords here. Maybe it's got a hotter catalyst or something. Let me just see if we make it to the catalyst without seeing too many red flags. But let me go ahead and put out here Singapore. Out of 2018. All right, so does not list any kind of the amount of employees. It says sector communication services. Statistics. Got about, let's see, float of 5.27 million. So it is a micro, and the shares are saying so. Both of these are showing that there's a micro. Insiders with the larger holding institutions have a little bit. So no data mismatch on this part. All right, let's go look at that news. 38 minutes ago, it says Society Pass Incorporated and Thoughtful Media Incorporated. That kind of give us anything. It says two names of companies. Target US 90 billion Southeast Asian live commerce market and launch live selling platform for regional brands and creators. Society Pass Incorporated in Southwest Asia's SEA Next Generation E-commerce ecosystem and its subsidiary Thoughtful Media Group Incorporated today announced the launch of TMG Social, TikTok, TMG Social. So this isn't TikTok. This is just saying this is their channel. TMG Social, TMG X's live commerce digital retail advertising platform in Thailand, as part of efforts to capture significant market share of what Ban and Company projects is a $90 billion social commerce market and redefine the live commerce experience in SEA or Southeast Asia. All right, so this is their channel on TikTok. They just pretty much, I mean, let's just say, is this company something that a regular, or is this action something that a regular person could do? Could a regular person open up a TikTok page? Yes. You know, what are they offering on this page that'll be so different than everything else would be my question. And right now, they project it at 90 billion, but we don't know what this is going to generate. And look, it's only got one follow, or no, they're following one person, but they have 14,000 followers. They have 8,000 likes. Didn't they just open this? I think they take this picture. December 29th. Okay, so it must have been open to like some insider or some privately, and people got in here and followed or whatnot, because that's a really fast. If that was today. And then on the videos, I'm seeing 295. Boom, boom. Somebody, either they bought bots or people were those private viewers were really doing a lot of watching. Okay. Um, let's see. TikTok, boom, boom. All right. So TMG Social provides the following shoppable post in video links, live stream shopping, hashtag challenges with shopping, creator marketplace. Okay. Yeah. So definitely a page. So we'll see. We'll see what that wants to do. But 90 billion projected from that little deal. And at first I thought these were two different companies, but this is a subsidiary of SOPA, this Thoughtful Media Group. Okay, so let's go look over here. SOPA and its subsidiary. Mark this up. SOPA its subsidiary, Gary, opened TikTok page with shopping feature. Shopping. Okay. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. What? All right, so there's my notes. Oh man, that's kind of long. And I spelled featured wrong. Okay. True. Okay, so out of Singapore, open up a TikTok page, doing their thing out there. Hebrew say he bought SOPA at 237. That is somewhere up in here. Let me see. We had one more, but it isn't even competing on the volume, so I may not go and look at it. It's DBRG. I'm not sure if I even care about this one. Let me see. Nah, SOPA and ANL are looking like where the volume is. DBRG was like this AI data firm or something like that. Looks like it has a really high float. Let me go see. RG. Just to make sure. Looking like it has a float of yeah, that's a higher float. 175 million in the float. That was gonna be choppy one. Huge institutional holdings, 94% on the institutional side. I would not be expecting any rips out of DBRG. It did have a little bit of catalyst, but with those institutions in there, they're gonna hold that thing tight. Tight. And let's profile. I know the news was something dealing with AI data centers. So Digital Bridge is a leading global alternative asset manager dedicated to investing in digital infrastructure. With a heritage of 30 years investing in and operating businesses across digital ecosystem, including cell towers, data centers, fiber, smart man. This thing, if it pays dividends, I might like long term this thing. Let me see. Fiber, small cells, and edge infrastructure. The Digital Bridge team manages $108 billion of infrastructure assets on behalf of limited partners and shareholders. It has 310 employees. Okay. It's out of Boca Raton, Florida. That one, let me go see if this thing pays dividends. That's a lot of property. I'm not even trying to day trade this. I might add this to my long term. It is financial services and asset management sector. All right, let me go look and see what it's got over here. Okay, so it looks like it has been paying out some dividends. All right, so started paying out dividends in 2014, 40 cents, 15, 40, 40, got up to $1. These were quarterly dividends. 2022 absolutely dropped off the map. Had to look into that and see why. And yeah, it's just been 1 cent ever since. That is not good. I don't like that. I need you to, if you really good, man, you should be able to pump out those divvies. Anyway, yeah, I was right. I'm not gonna be doing anything with that. Let me look back through the micros. So RPO, SOPA still in a leading position or looking bullish. One of these other ones, anything new on this? ANL, DBRG, SIDU. Okay, so pretty much these two are the only two that I see, ANL and SOPA right now. Y'all see anything else? Let me know, drop it in there, and we will look into it. All right, so let's jump back over to SOPA. Is the low float, the micro on today, went up to a high of 287. Let's go look at the daily chart for SOPA. Singapore-based stock. Look back, we've seen that it's done these pops a lot, actually. Last one went up to 679. This one went up to like 620s. And now it is trading around 280. It traded around 287 up here. But it's currently heading downward. So Singapore-based stock opening a TikTok channel or whatnot. So that's an idea of a downtrend. It's got started. That's the first one I think I've seen this morning. Yeah, it is fading. Has the ATR high down here at 213. Could cause them to, and that's actually right at the top of these previous trading areas. I'm not sure what it wants to do there. Let me move this base. Okay. These were the lows of pre-market right here, 180s. Doesn't there, but we definitely have a downtrend here. Need to come back and test this level up here, the 250s, up 24%. Oh, let me see what the overall market's doing. Overall market is looking like it's below its daily ATRs into a downtrend. So this was Friday, this was Friday. And it kind of tried to figure out a direction and then started under the ATRs and now it's down here trading below the ATRs. So those ATRs are probably going to end up holding it down for today. It'll be a hard rise back up there. May get a couple of sellout days into the end of the year. And I'm guessing, the Christmas rally is what everybody was waiting on. And we're seeing it go and sell off into the beginning of the year. So I don't know when a rally will start, but we'll definitely be in position to take advantage. All right, SOPA, on down there. Previous little trend that I saw down here is all the way at 199 right now, or right at the $2 level. Point of control on this one is at 256. On, big boy. $10 million shares traded on this one. Down and made a lower low here. Level, so we'll see how it continues to hold that. If this continues to hold up or it starts to break away from this trend. Sure. So yeah, nothing in the non-micros is keeping up in volume as of yet. ANL kind of dying off. It was the leader in the non-micros, but SOPA is about to take it out as well. These 2 million shares traded on SOPA. SOPA continues to pop towards these highs here, 233s. A lot of little wicks here. Mask, no catalyst, but may steal some eyes from SOPA. Up 43%, went up here to 27 cents. Yeah, it's got 48 million shares traded. This one's gonna need to die. It has no catalyst though. RPGL, nope. SOPA. Yeah, I think eyes are being stolen by a mask out there. Not a good sign for SOPA. Let's go over here and look at mask. Went up to a high of 32 cents. Hit another little spot right where it looks like it came right back up to that point of control there. 27 cents, so 32 set up. Wow. So right back up there. Yeah, this needs to die. Mask needs to die before anything else can happen. This has no catalyst. Let me see what kind of company. What does this company do? All the way back up to 32 cents. But this one has the volume coming in. That's the only reason I was looking over here. What is going The last news for it was 9 days ago. It says 3E Network Technology Group Limited announces initial closing of 2.2 million convertible promissory notes offering. They had a closing of an offering, but other than that, nothing recent. With the float here, float on this one is 6.85 million. very, very heavily held by insiders. 45% insiders on this one. Somebody's pumping this stock, actually. Probably some kind of, I mean, if it's not public news, if it's not right up there, it's probably somebody in a chat room or something pumping it. On Mask, 51 million shares traded, and SOPA just dying as people's eyes are transitioning from SOPA. Mask made a lower high here at the 31, so previous level was 32. I just want to see this one die out. That's all I want to see. There's no reason to be up. Shorts need to do their job. What's one thing about pre-market? It'll show you if the shorts are on their job or not. They are. They should be killing this. But we continue to see buying. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip that top. Okay. Yeah. Is it gonna break it? Okay, so it did do it lower. Not right. I'm gonna need to see it break down and confirm that this is some type of downtrend. It's doing a lot of popping and dropping. Back over to SOPA. SOPA continuing to, it looks like it tested that trend there. Has room down to the $2 flat, only 20-cent fall. This was a higher low here, so this could be a idea here of an uptrend. Not sure it'll be able to hold it. It has resistance right up here. I don't know where it's going to meet that resistance. 11 million shares traded on it. Let me see if Mask is drying up. Okay, so it is getting some sell-off. Mark this up for death. See it just not get over any more. See it fall all the way back down here under 24. Really great. $60 million shares traded on Mask. SOPA. We got an idea of a uptrend right above this ATR high. But the idea is within this downtrend. So it's gonna need to hold up 2020 basically. Up 23%. SOPA 3 times coming down to this idea. So let's see if it can hold here. Breaking down this 220. Mask shooting all the way back up. No catalyst. If it continues to press, will it break this top of 31 cents? More volume pouring in there. See if they can keep it above this 27. This is a higher low. So this is the bottom of this pre-market. Let's see if we can find any trends inside of this. $23s, but currently still holding up pretty bullish. RPGL doesn't look too good. Mass coming on down. SOPA also breaking down. So we found this downtrend, and it's again testing this downtrend, continue to walk down and breaking ATR highs. Has room down here to 2 flat. So definitely a nice little sell-off after we identified what looked like structure. Yeah, definitely a downtrend. All right, FTL going down, mask slow down where it is. RP throwing wicks. This one, what is it? It's TOVX, 33 million, up 24%. Catalyst looks like Theriva Biologics announces positive scientific advice from European Medicines Agency on the design of phase 3 trial. By the overall agreement with proposal. So this is metastatic pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma. Up 30%. Only 24 cents up. It does have catalysts on the day. Let's go and see if we can spot any red flags. TOVX does not look like it's a micro float. Like it looks a little bit higher. Do I want to go look into that? Mass continuing to drain down. SOPA came down here again, made a lower high, and now treating this previous trend kind of like some resistance here. I'm gonna need to make a decision. I can actually probably clean this one up. So, let me go look at TOVX just to see what's going on. It's like the float is 32.99 million. Shares outstanding 33.74. Institutions and insiders kind of low holdings. All right, profile. Like they got 20 employees. They're a healthcare biotech company, 20 employees. Out of Rockville, Maryland. No. Oh, it is Rockville, Maryland. Okay. So yeah, clinical stage company develops therapeutics to treat cancer. So this is another cancer one. Where is this cancer? I'm just gonna put cancer because all it's talking about. Okay, so you got TOVX, 14 million shares traded. It's almost the leading in volume in the non-micros. So here the non-micros, TOVX is about to pass up ANL here with a million shares. So it's going to be leading in this. A lot of people watching this TV channel for some reason. Hit a double top or almost a double top here, 25 cents. So it is now leading in volume. In the non-micros, as far as the micros go, we have volume leader of Mask and RPGL, SOPA, but Mask is just continuing to pile up. Let's go look at Mask again. Mask down, had this previous, what looks like an uptrend, but I'm not sure if it'll be able to hold. 69 million shares traded. RPGL didn't do much. SOPA came back up and it's like it made a bottom right around this ATR high, bounced back up in here, but still overall in this downtrend. We'll see if it can make a higher low than 206. On a pullback. Only 23 million on that one. Mask needs to completely dry up. TOVX, small little breakout. So if you're doing breakout trades on these penny stocks, you're in trouble. These breakouts, one, not even a cent breakout. And coming on back down, giving up full cents. 19 million shares traded on TOVX. Find any more trend ideas here. Mask bouncing back up there. 70 million shares traded. Staying above that 25 cents. Very steep fall down. So if it were to go straight back up, that would be a super steep move. It's got to be more natural. People to get involved, but no. This one does not have a catalyst, so nothing about this move is natural. $71 million shares traded. Top of the value level is up here at 30 cents. SOPA. Not really had a hard test down above this level. 212s. Still a level that it could dive below. Hasn't really confirmed the uptrend yet. It's a little bit too steep. See how it performs above this 220 level. As this resistance up here on this bar would be up here at 242, which is quite a ways to move. That's almost a 20-cent jump. Mask continues to suck up eyes and ears. 73 million shares traded over here on Mask. Yeah, nothing is natural about this. Look how steep this fall off was, and then how steep the recovery. That's manipulation right there. All right, hit a high up here of 31, but this candle hasn't closed, so we don't even know. It could rip the top. Need to see this one die. Yep, being real irrational here. Gonna rip the top. Yep, it is. So more, see, too many people are watching this channel. It's 76 million shares traded on this one. It just ripped this previous hatch. So go ahead and delete this. We're gonna wait and see what a pullback looks like for it, and if it starts to kind of grind down. But yeah, I don't know why so many people are on this. Very unnatural movements. So starting to really get tight in here on SOPA. Not really seeing much because, like I said, this one needs to be shot in the foot. This MASK. Donnell, good morning. You couldn't even trade that one on Mask. I believe it's like Singapore or something, isn't it? Tripping. Those notes good I just had. Not putting. I did not do notes on this one. Guess I was just that uninterested because it didn't have catalyst. Let's see. No, this is the Singapore one, right? Hong Kong, Chinese stock. This is a Chinese stock. No catalyst moving like this. Only 13 employees. It is a technology. The sector is technology, industry, software application, and yeah, it's a Chinese stock. That's why. That's why it's moving like this. Okay, it's cursed. All right, so let's see what they do. 3E Network Technology Group Limited, through its subsidiaries, engages in the provision business to business information technology solutions for companies in the People's Republic of China. It offers smart property and restaurant management software systems and clean energy related software. The company also provides software solutions to exhibition and conferencing partners in the design, planning, execution, and delivery of exhibitions and conferences. Okay. So yeah, they're that's why it's blocked. It has almost 80 million shares traded on it. It's not giving us a downtrend yet. It just keeps coming back up here and breaking. Great. Like I said, I thought it was a chat room, but this isn't a chat room. This is the whole country pushing this thing. China. SOPA ended up breaking on down. Like I said, it was looking weak down here. We'll see if it ends up holding up this $2 level or go ahead and break that down as well. Super weak pattern there. Only up 16% with 23 million shares traded. If we look on our micros, Mask is what, 4 times or no? 2 times, four? Yeah, 4 times this SOPA, and it's continuing to run. It's gonna be at 100 million by the time open comes. And then RPGL isn't really getting any trading, so I think SOPA's gonna take that one out. But for the most part, this is the TV channel everybody's watching. Is Mask. Is it a good TV channel? No. Is it missing volume because TOS traders are blocked? Yes. Does it have more red flags than the China? Well, it is Chinese, so yeah, it definitely has some red flags. We'll see what it does back down here to 25 cents. Back this way. Can I say your name, please? Alayuj 6. I don't even know if I said that right. Alayuj 6. Alayuj. Eliuj. I don't know. Did I pronounce it right? He said no. Eliuj. Let me see. Let me see. Illa Yuji. Illa Yuji. I don't know. I don't know, man. I put an I on there, then I put an eel. I'm not sure, man. I lay you J. What kind of content do you do? I lay huge. F tail diving through the floor. Sopa. Fortnite. Fortnite. He's a first person, or actually no, Fortnite is what, third person. Third person shooter. All right, so we're seeing this come on down, mask. Just needs to give up the ghost and give it all up. I think we're gonna okay on this one. And what this is telling us is maybe there'll be something better today, but because so much has been expended on this Chinese stock, 83 million, whatever comes up is gonna have to be pretty good and may not be today that it acts right. Um, so we'll see what other kind of news comes out. This one came back down here and hit this uptrend that we had spotted from back here. But still on a lower high, still within this downtrend. At this point, to move back up, it's going to have to come up here and hit this 225-ish, right around this 225, but continues to still look weak. How long you been playing Fortnite? You've been out there grinding in these streets, or you just got started? Still getting the boots tied up. Got killed. NL, oh, didn't do that one. TOVX, 45 million shares traded. So it's got almost half of what Mask has in volume. Both of them, penny stocks, both of them under 30 cents. Sucking up all the volume on the morning. All of it. Oh, you played a long time. Okay, okay. Sopa popping back up here on another little higher level right above this ATR with the 212. Still on a lower high. It's not really confirmed, so it has room down here to the 209 level right now. It has a top side resistance up here right around that 230-ish level. Mask throwing huge wicks now. Actually looking like a Chinese stock. So waking up on it. Gotta check your channel out first, man. Gotta check your channel out first. I haven't even watched any of it. Gotta make sure you got those trick shots on tape. Yeah, the clips. Out there hitting headshots from a mile away. Oh man. Trying to see you 360 drop shot somebody off a little, what are those little gliders that y'all have? All right, let's see. TOVX. Oh. 86 million shares traded on Mask now. Insanity. These pullbacks, if anybody is buying these breakouts, they are getting tore to shreds. Oh, you have 0 followers. I got you. Got you. I see what you're saying. How long you been on Twitch? If you've been playing a long time, did you just start streaming? Or is this a new channel because you were hacking on your old channel? They finally caught up to you. You've been under the map shooting people in the feet. Kind of. Oh, I see. I really haven't looked into the hackers in Fortnite. I pretty much see the ones in Call of Duty or like some of those type. I'm more of like a like army type gamer. Um, you know, Rainbow Six, bomb placement and all of that stuff. More of that type of gamer. But Fortnite, I'm not sure how good the hackers are or how pervasive the hackers are in that game. But if you found a way to do it, they will get you. They'll get you. All right. Well, we seen that everybody is focused on mask right now. I'm sure at the open it's gonna drop through the floor, be back to 10 cents today. Um RPGL secondary, but it's just no catalyst. That's the biggest thing. The things that do have catalysts are on very, very tight downtrends and have dried up in volume. LVX wicking as well. Now up here to 25 and now back down to 23. 52 million shares traded on that one. I guess the good thing about my channels is I don't purchase viewers or anything like that. I just come on here and do my analysis and I get on down. So Twitch, Kick, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is, I just stream and people come and they vibe out. Not a super long stream because a lot of times I have to go to work, but um, we get to exchange ideas, and of course, we got the Discord where we continue to talk about the marketplace after we get off the stream. So pretty dope. Meet some cool people, cool traders, and that's pretty much what this channel is about. Stock market trading. Not exclusively micro caps, but a lot of the action is on micro caps. We look at other things as well. We also go through the news of today and kind of look at what's going on in the market, what's going on currently, and that's one thing that I haven't done is looked over here at the news today. So we have the tenuous peace between Trump and the 30 trillion US bond market. So a lot of times we come out here and say, "Hey man, what's going on this week?" This is the last week of the year, and Lululemon founder Chip Wilson launches proxy fight to change board. We got last bastion for cheap beef fades and latest affordability threats. And these were an hour ago. Let me refresh. Let's see. Oh no, that's the most recent news an hour ago. And then we also have some content here, but a lot of times I try to stay away from future casting content or future casting news unless it's like I'm looking for dividends or looking for what a company could do in 2026 and beyond. Um, why is culture the starting point and not the afterthought? How AI data center driven power demand eases bubble fears. Chances of serious crypto legislation passing in 2026 are slim. I mean, crypto is just so hard to pass legislation on because there's so many. Like you would have to be like, oh well, you can't create a coin, you can't, or you can and can't create this, you can and can't create that. Think about every NFT that's out there that's currently privately hashed, having to, you have to go and get permission to create these assets, permission to do whatever. It's like, nah, bro, that's not decentralization. Why do I need permission to create art, man? Music. Leave me alone. Let's see. Mask continuing to now come on down. Has a bottom down here, 24 cents. But yeah, I think we came and we've seen SOPA continues to show weakness. Looks like it's ready to go on down under this $2 flat. And both of these that are leading in the micro caps are Asian companies. So we got China, RPLG. I'm not sure where it's from. RPGL. Is everything that's leading today Asian is the question. Republic Power Group Limited. This one is out of the wait. Oh, this is a Singapore RPGL. So the leaders in microcaps are all Asian. Asians or Singapore. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. FTEL, I'm not sure what this is. Let me go look at FTEL. Is it Asian as well? They have the whole sector on lock. This one's out of Australia. So this is not Asia, but it is definitely international on FTEL. Australia. So the top, none of these top ones are American. Okay. Let's see, anything else new pop on the non-micros? TOVX, 58 mil. Saidu. So yeah, nothing else looking super, super pulling. I haven't really found one that's gonna stick on the on watch. Oh, TOVX. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you got going on? TOVX popping back up there. It looked like it was grinding down, but looks like it wants to retest the highs here. Papa Topper is gonna fail again. Right. 59 million there. Mask. SOPA once again on this little uptrend here. So the top side of this is 226. Maybe it grinds higher, I'm not sure. But all they did was open up a TikTok page, and they have several different features for shopping with them and different little games that you can play as far as trying to find hashtags and things like that and get maybe coupons or something like that for SOPA. So not super hot news, and we can see how the sentiment has kind of died off on it. RPGL mask. So the number 2 stock behind mask is TOVX, and it continues to find a little bit of trading with 61 million shares traded. Went up there once again to this top, but was not able to break. So at this point, I am sitting with my hands and sitting on my hands because nothing has really proven itself. I'm about to go ahead and get on down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for sure. Definitely keep your head on a swivel. We did a bunch of research here, so you know, it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and all over the place. If you're gonna continue trading, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And as always, see you all in the next one. Peace.